Alright, let's get started here. Oh crap, I'm dropping all sorts of frames. We'll see how much that continues. Hey guys, if anybody's watching, welcome back. This is gonna be kind of a test stream that we got going here. Man, I am dropping loads of frames though. Apex Seals, good to see you, bud. He says, well, looky here, I'm building a motor for my WRX in the 2.0. That sounds fun, man. That'll be real cool. How far along are you already? We're still dropping frames like crazy. Damn it. Okay. I guess it's a good thing it's just a short test stream here. Oh, we just got the blocking heads? Nice, dude. That'll be awesome. You want to build me one? I might have use for one a little bit here. I'm going to set this up over here. I think I might need a beefier stream rig, too. AWD Smith, hey bud, good to see you. Sorry, guys, sorry I'm dropping frames right now. I'm still testing the setup in the new garage. I don't have a hard line out here. It's all going through Wi-Fi, connecting back to the house and stuff. Apex says 400 bucks for both the block and the heads. You know someone's selling EJ205 heads for 100 bucks? So I might hit you up for that. I already got a EJ25. AWD Smith resubscribed for 11 months in a row. Thank you so much, bud. I don't have the bolts set up just yet, but it's really good to see you, man. Thank you so much for keeping the sub going there. Power line adapters, my man. What's a power line adapter? What are you talking about specifically there? Before I get too far into chatting here, this is my to-do list for the day. You can go Ethernet over power. That's a thing. I didn't know that. That's pretty neat. Ethernet through the power outlet. Jeffrey Wolf, hey bud. Hey, good to see you, bud. So set up stream rig in garage is mostly done. So let's call that one good. All right, green Subaru idle controller and green Subaru oil change. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I still gotta bring it into the garage. AW says that's what I use. Dude, post a link to that. Post a link to something like that, because I might be totally down for that. I need to grab my keys, and I'm sorry if the audio cuts out or anything. I have to shuffle some cars around. I'll tell you what, I'll just move you guys over here. Let's do that. All right. That should be good enough. And I'll tilt this just a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. Again, still kind of getting set up in the new garage, but we are getting there. Got too many keys. Got to shuffle the red Subaru around and then shuffle the green Subaru around. So I'm most likely gonna mute just because the Michael got here. This is gonna be loud though. It's all right. All right. Muting. I didn't really think that through, did I? Good job, Ken. Should probably move that out of the way, huh? Tell you what, we'll put it right here. Stand by. All right. In we go. That is good. Oh, it smells great too. All sorts of issues with this car. I'm gonna close it most of the way, but not all the way. Just so I don't end up, giving myself carbon monoxide poisoning in here. Hey, it's back. I love this car. Let's see who else is in here. Lero, hey bud. I was gone forever, you counted. Good to see you, man. Subscribed for 14 months in a row. Lero, thank you so much, man. Thanks for sticking with me here. It's been a little while. I'm probably still dropping frames like crazy in here. But I figured I'd do kind of a little stream, try and get back on the wagon here. Get it? Back on the wagon? Thank you so much, Leo. I don't have the bolts set up yet. I'm actually switching up the bolt situation. But I'll get you next time, and I'll make sure we'll get 14 of those little nuts on there. Jeffrey says, "Miss you on Saturday." Yeah, it's been a little while since I've been working on the cars here. Apex Seals asked, "Wait, so is this the new place?" Yes, this is. I should actually probably, if you guys are interested, I'll give you a quick little tour of the new garage. I've been working on this for a long time at this point. Switch like that. Hey, there we go. All right, so we got two cameras now. That's fun. But you can see kind of a rundown old little barn here. Got all the big tools in here. Got my press, got my red tool chest, got my engine hoist, got a nice big trash can now right there. Hey guys, Chris Fix here. Today I'm going to show you how to change the oil on your Subaru. Anyhow, yeah, there you are, right there. Got the same dinky old little computer there. Got my Milwaukee charges up there. There are still tools just sort of strewn around everywhere right now. But you can also see there is some stuff going on behind me here. It kind of looks like there used to be a wall here. And there kind of used to be a wall over here. I'll see if I can get a little bit farther out so you guys can see the carnage that is happening. This section of the garage, so basically this garage I'm pretty sure used to be an old carriage house. Like literally they used to have horses in here. This is all rough cut wood, which is kind of a new thing, excuse me, that I didn't know about, but it had a bunch of like literal glass windows, so it kind of looks like they started with one bay and then added on like an extra 3 bays. So you got like the sort of like shallow area back there. That's not enough to fit a car in. But then you also have this area over here, which you guys can kind of see on the main camera. That's concrete wall that like literally up against a hill. And of course I've just got like a whole bunch of tools and material set around there. We have the main bay that we're in right now that I'm using for just about everything. And this is the only thing that really has any type of power hooked up in it. And then over there, that's a door that I'm putting in over there. But over here is sort of I'm calling it the 4th bay, which has a mystery car in it right now. But eventually I'm going to do the same thing with these walls, where I'm going to tear off all the sheathing on that. And then the plan is to actually put in load-bearing pass-throughs all the way around here. This is a pretty small garage, so not having to like duck through all the joists and window things is going to be pretty nice. But making load-bearing pass-throughs is not a trivial thing, so I have to be really careful about measuring everything up correctly and making sure everything's supported, and then also supporting everything while I'm actually doing it. Garage door is taking a lot of work. You can kind of see over on this side of things. There's a whole bunch of new wood with all of the old wood, and you can see there's loads and loads of crappy expando foaming happening here. Unsurprisingly, a garage built in 1929 has a whole bunch of cracks and, it had a bunch of plexiglass windows all along there, just like all of those were plexiglass windows, and so I went ahead and boarded them up, but of course, nothing is square or level in this garage, and so there's loads of, air gaps. Mostly I just didn't want people to be able to walk up to the garage and then see like, oh look, he's got a bunch of fancy tools inside. Leo says, first thing you're going to want to burn your hand. Let's get that over it. Then you're going to want to burn your hand again because seriously, you're going to burn your hand if you're doing an oil change, yeah. Jeffrey says, Demon, happy birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday, Demon. Who is Mr. E and why you got this car? Who's Mr. E and why you got his car? I get it. Mystery. I'm slower than I look, chat. Oh, I forgot that Nightbot is still posting that stuff. Greg, good to see you, bud. I see you always see all my Instagram stories. By the way, if you guys are interested, whatever I'm up to, as far as external stuff, check out my Instagram, original search engine. But yeah, let's get to it here. Oh, there's one. We have a couple of new parts. I went to the junkyard. Where did I put all the new parts? I have a lot of new parts. Let's go hunt down some new parts. Lear asks, also, why is your timer counting down to the heat death of the universe? It's a surprise. You guys will find out. If you can figure out what that counter is counting down to, we're going to do some really, really cool stuff. Aetherwolf, hey, thanks, bud. Appreciate the sub. Sorry we don't have the sub bolts going, but thanks for sticking around for 5 months. I do appreciate it. You're awesome, man. Good to see you too. Let's hunt down some parts. This is my sort of parts section back here right now, where I have a random AC compressor. Ooh, a whole bunch of sensors, idle control stuff, and knock sensors and that kind of thing. It was a fun junkyard day. We'll use these later. I got some 2-pot calipers that I know are for sure going to work on this Subaru. So eventually we'll clean these up. For now, they are pretty rusty, but that'll be a project way later down the road. We have. God, there's one specific part I was looking for. Power steering hoses? No. Guys, I'm sorry my garage is such a mess. I'm still just trying to figure out how to organize everything. Oh, here's the oil filter. Nice little Napa oil filter right there. Aether says, I got a massive mechanical score on Craigslist today. What was it? Let's hear it. Alberto Tron, hey bud, good to see you. Lero says, what's the 32 represent? Milliseconds, seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks. Only 32 weeks to go. Who cares? I'm actually super stoked. Once you guys figure it out, you're going to be super stoked too. You guys may have already seen the surprise. God, where the fuck did I put that? Oh, did I leave it in the car? I may have done that. Hang on, let's go look and see if we left it in the car. I definitely did not leave it in the car. I'm looking for a piece of trim. I picked up a piece of trim that I was really desperately looking for, and of course now my garage is a disaster, and I can't find it. Because that's how we roll. AWD Smith says, dude, you've seen my garage, right? I have. I mean, you got at least a little bit of organization in storage. Most of my shit is just like on the floor right now. You guys can see, here, I'll show you what, like, I legit just have like gas cans and all sorts of gallon jugs. I have got like a little bit of a milk crate storage system going back there where I'm starting to organize stuff. But like, you know, I got a table saw, I got tons of lumber sitting around, an old ladder. Yeah, it's feeling like a disaster right now, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna start making some storage modules that are gonna make it look a little bit better. Ether Wolf says I picked up a trip bucket loader for your 1943 Farmall H. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is, but that sounds pretty cool. June 28th. What's happening on June 28th? All right, I do want to find this stupid piece of trim, though. I could have sworn that I put it back here somewhere. Yep, here it is. All right, got it. This thing has been broken in the green Subaru literally since I got the car. And it's so obvious and it's been driving me crazy. Basically, it's just that little piece right there, and this is like a brand new one. It took forever to try and extricate that from a Forester in the junkyard, but we got it done. And we're gonna. Oh, and there's one more thing. I thought there was. Oh yeah. Here we go. Also, you guys may notice that I have a new light. Nice little Milwaukee 12-volt thing. Not as good as the Ryobi one, though. Leo says, can you have it a babby? I'm not having a babby. The Farmall H is a farm tractor. Ooh, look at that, big iron. Alberto Tron, I'm sorry, I have no idea why that got modded. How's that light? Looks nice, but a little bit expensive. It was like, you can find it on Home Depot. It's like 60 or 70 bucks. This thing is honestly just like, it's so easy to just like throw in the back pocket, and like, whenever I'm like working on stuff around the house, this fits really, really nicely into my sort of contractor belt thing. But honestly, like you guys know, the only reason that I actually decided to buy into Milwaukee as opposed to anything else is this thing. Like, this thing is the reason that I bought Milwaukee tools. It's got like, I've used this more than anything else. It's so good. But I also picked up a jigsaw, and I picked up a handheld circular saw that runs off the M12. It's like teeny tiny little 5-inch blade, but it makes it really, really easy to just chop up a bunch of framing stuff. Nice, but oh, sorry. I'm looking at, for some reason, Alberto Tron's message got held for like moderation or something. And he said, how's that light? Looks nice, but a bit expensive. And I think that Automod thought nice, but was a thing that it had to permit. So good job, Automod. Keeping us safe. Aether says, I love my Milwaukee, especially the cordless 1/2-inch impact. Ooh, I haven't gotten that one yet. This was what I was looking for. This little guy right here. Because these things snap off super easily. So let's get this stuff out of the way here. Oh, and you guys can see how I have to open up my hood every time I want to work on this. Nice butt, eh? So it doesn't have, I can't detach this because it's got an alligator clamp to the radiator overflow, whatever it is. So that's what I have to do. So we're gonna replace this sucker. Yeah. Just like that. Oh, it's been a while, guys. It's good to be back. I am especially excited to see all of you. Appreciate all you guys sticking with me while I Took a few weeks off. Aether says, I also got a 3D printer to meddle with since I streamed last. That's awesome, man. Have you printed anything cool with it just yet? Hang on, guys. I'm finding some pliers. Lyra says, oh, look, a 914 engine. Lyra, somebody gifted me a sub to the 8-bit drummer. So now I have all the 8-bit emotes. I was in there watching sometime, and they were handing out subs, and apparently I got one. There we go. Teeny tiny little broken thing, pain in the butt. But now, no tools in the engine bay. Gotta remember that. Now we got one of these things, and is it gonna fit? It's probably not gonna fit. Awesome. God damn it. Yeah, there's no way it's gonna fit. I wonder if I could just cut this up to make it fit. It looks like it would fit if this other part wasn't in the way. Yeah, let's just do that. Lear says, "Oh yeah, Jared gets massive sub bomb trains." Yeah, it seems like a really fun dude. Wish I could have visited TwitchCon. I would have loved to visit TwitchCon. Maybe I will next year. I don't know if I told you guys. I got a new job. I left the old one, the one that always had like all the stream hoodies and stuff. But yeah, it's going well, and because it's one of those stupid cushy tech jobs, I also get unlimited vacation, which means that we could potentially do TwitchCon next year if we wanted. This is the part where Ken chops his fingers off. Or at least gets a nice big gash in one of them, has to get a whole bunch of stitches. Sorry, you guys can't see this part. How do I do this without really chopping my fingers off? Liara, did you visit TwitchCon? Was it pretty good? See, that's all we wanted to do. Just take that little part off so that you can start getting down. Aether says, do not use the finger delete option. Yes, sir. I will not. See, this is the issue. It needs to look like that. It looks like that. It's too fat. Just like Ken. another new job? I don't remember. Was I still at the stream job when I talked to you guys last? Because I was freelancing for a while. And that was when I started streaming. And then I got a job at a place called Stream. And now I'm at a different job. I left Stream. All right. Well, that might work. Might just have to really jam it in there, you know? This is what Lear says, this is what your third job since I met you. Greg says, are you going to update your Twitter Oh, I haven't even done that. I was like a PR guy at the old job, so I needed to update my Twitter profile. I don't really use Twitter too much anymore. If you guys want to follow me on the social medias, honestly, Instagram is probably the best option there. Because that's where I can, stalk all my hot lady friends. I mean, I can keep in touch with friends and family. Because I hang out with lots of hot lady friends. Maybe I'll just do one side of this. Probably a good thing. Oh look, a Vanagon engine. Nyek, nyek, nyek. Lyra's really laying it on today. All right, we're just gonna chop off one of these tabs here, and hopefully not my finger. It's gonna make the most sense. Back one. Yeah, I'll start with the back one. These things suck. I wish there was. I'll tell you what. Once I get hood struts, no need for this thing anymore. Donk. Ah, Ken chopped his finger off. Hopefully not. You have to be kidding. Whatever. We're just gonna chop both sides of it off. And maybe just epoxy it onto the car, huh? Wow, look at that. 60 FPS right there. So good. My teeny tiny little poop light. Leo says, hey, I haven't had my dose of boxers in a while. Aetherwolf says, the US Mint makes the most sense. Nyuk, 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 nyuk. Hey, that works reasonably well. Here, I'll show you guys. Right? Instantly worth it? Probably not. Right here. Leo says, can I ban Ether for that joke? That was pretty bad. That was yeah. You don't have to ban. Oh, you can see how I was holding the clip, the hood prop stick on before. Literally every time I opened and closed it, I would clip it to this so it wouldn't rattle down into the accessory belts. But let's try this out. For like 3, maybe 4 ever. No, don't ban Ether. Damn it. How do I can just like epoxy that on. Yeah, let's just do that. Guys ready to, do I want to do epoxy on this? I want to do like hot glue. What's like moderately sticky stuff? I don't have anything that's moderately sticky, unfortunately. All right, let's make up some epoxy. Epoxy. Cotter pin. Drill a small hole, cotter pin it in. Oh, good call. I might not even need to. That's a great idea, Leo. Thanks. See, this is why I stream. Oh, Ether says Ken, you can put a pin through the bottom to hold it like a hairpin clip. Cool. Thanks, guys. Sorry, I'm looking around and not paying attention, right? All right, cool. Let's see if I think I have cotter pins. Because I'm a turbo weirdo like that. Cotter pins. Look at that. See, sometimes buying a bunch of random ass shit at Harbor Freight is pretty useful. Ether came up with it first. After that, I'll ban you gently. No need to ban anybody. All right, let's take the teeny tiniest one we have and see if that fits through here. Question is, I don't know if that's going to be far enough down. I'm looking at this, and basically the piece of metal is right up against this section here. So I think I will need to, probably don't even need to drill. I can probably just, wow, these are a mess. Aether says after that, I have the same assortment. Nice. Harbor Freight lovers unite. Let's clean this up just a little bit more. Try not to chop my finger off again. I mean, not that I've chopped my finger off before. I just, am trying again not to chop my finger off. I think you understand what I mean. I was watching Jimmy DiResta videos the other night, and he actually talked about how he almost lost a finger on a circular saw, which is terrifying. Angry Mechanic, hey, thanks for the raid, guys. Hello, Angry Mechanics, or angry, whatever you want to call yourself. Welcome. My name's Ken. Welcome to the Russ Beckett Garage. Shh, don't tell anybody that I'm streaming. It's been a little while, but we are working on my dumb green Subaru today, trying to get our little hood clip stick prop thing from a jig figured out, and about to give up and just drill this thing out. But yeah, that's what we're working on today. Nothing super exciting. Angry Mechanic, good to see you, bud. Angry Mechanic says, hopefully you're having better luck than me. I don't know about that. I think it's all right. Oh, I like how. Oh, you know what? I need to shut the garage door. Hang on, guys. Because I don't have the space heater running in here yet, because I only have a 20 amp circuit coming out to the garage here, which means that if I do anything remotely high power, there's a possibility I'll just blow the breaker and the stream will end abruptly. Cosmic says, what's this to my eye to see me? Welcome back. Thank you, Cosmic. Good to see you, bud. I don't have the bolts going today. Normally we have the sub bolts for you get a hex nut for every month that you've subscribed, but I'm still getting those sorted out. So for now, thank you so much for doing this. Zimbabwe Zing Zing, good to see you, bud. Rotax says angry mob. Good to see you, Rotax. Hello. I could do a Dremel. I'm just gonna drill this out. Oops, sorry, I just pointing at my gut there. Leo says, Ken, I think we may have missed you. I missed you guys too. No joke. It is. So one of the things about my new job, it's a very small company. I'm not getting paid as much. That's all fine. I don't care too much about the money. But I've also negotiated it so that I can work from home 3 days a week. And so days like that usually end up with Ken rolling out of bed at 8 a.m. And hopping on the computer, still in my pajamas, potentially making a single cup of coffee, probably not eating any breakfast, and then realizing at 3 p.m. that I just haven't left the house today. And so it's been a little bit of a struggle for me because it's starting to get pretty... I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Yeah, the electrical in this garage is pretty effed. The nice thing is I've been doing this. I've been replacing all the aluminum wiring with actual copper wiring, which if you guys have done, I think a bunch of you guys are electricians, right? I think that makes sense. But yeah, that's bad. But anyhow, it usually also means that Ken doesn't really go outside a whole lot. Leo says, am I hearing 3 streams a week? Maybe. I'd like to get to that point. It would be a lot of fun to get partnered. Alberto Tron says, outside, what's that? Yeah. So it turns out that I get seasonal affective disorder pretty badly. And so here in Colorado, it's starting to get pretty cold. Not like super cold, but reasonably cold. Safety first. But yeah, so it means that like I get some of those days I get mopey if I haven't gone outside at all. I get really, really mopey, and so one of the things I've been trying to do more of is, I don't even remember how I got on this tangent. I'm sorry. But one of the things I've been trying to do more of is doing work outside when it's light out, or even just taking walks and stuff like that, because that's been my key thing. But even like, you know, I still got to work in the garage in the evenings. I don't remember why. I'm sorry, I don't even remember why I got on this topic. But yeah, the other thing is like working on cars, and even just working in the garage and like accomplishing stuff like this has such a good grounding effect on me. Sort of like it's very, very good for my psyche just to be. It's a very good grounding effect for me. Just helps me sort of, you know, keeps me sane and all that. And so I've been like putting off a bunch of car projects because I wanted to. IB Thunder, hey bud, good to see you. You get a light box full spectrum. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, it's like I've been putting off a whole bunch of car projects wherever my list is. I think my list is right there. You guys can't really see it. But like I've been putting off a whole bunch of car projects just because I wanted to like save them for the stream. So that's been getting me moody. And I had a buddy, Different Dave, come over last 2 weekends ago. This is not working. Oh wait, it might be. And like we worked on the new project car for a while, and it was just such a positive experience for me. So I need to remember to do that. To get in front of the camera and be social and not be a hermit that just lives in front of the computer for, 3 days out of the week. So thank you guys for being here. Wait, when did you become sane? Leo's Fox says, working from home, daily ritual, season affective disorder. BGOS NC says, makes sense to go out and get cabin fever. Yep, I get that, man. That is how it goes. All right, I think that's mostly good. See, so all I wanted to do here, come on, focus. All I wanted to do here was basically just remove out this lower section here because this metal plate is going to be right up against that, and I wasn't going to be able to get a cotter pin under it. So, hacking this apart, let's put in the car. I love that. It's so great. All right, pop that sucker in right there. Let's find us a cotter pin. Here we are. Excuse me, sorry guys. Let's do it from this direction. Actually, this might be too big. Unless I bend it on both sides. Just bend it in this cotter pin. I think that'll work. Let's test it out. Pull. Maybe let's get a bigger one. Let's get as big of a cotter pin as we can just jam right in there, huh? Sorry, I'm obscuring the workpiece with my arms in shadow. Dumb. Leo says, bless you, kid. Thanks, bud. What do you think? Think that one's big enough? Oh, seriously, is it? No, it's not. Ooh, what was that noise outside? Oh, I gotta take my recycling in. I forgot. One size smaller. Guess you probably always want to use the biggest cotter pin you can, huh? Maybe another size smaller. This week on the Rust Bucket Garage, Ken tries a bunch of cotter pins. All right, that one was good. Let's flatten out this head a little bit. All right. Then I'll fold this up and trim off the end. Make sure that's as bent as far in as possible. That thing feels pretty solid. Test it again. All right. Good job, team. You guys have no idea. Like, that's been broken since I got the car, so feels nice to get that done. Angry Mechanic, oh, you used 20 bits. Thanks, bud. I'm sorry, I didn't see that before. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Might have given it too much clearance, too. I gotcha. Pin must fit the hole snugly. Rotex is saved. Nice. We got it figured out. Good job, team. Anything I want to change? Should do the oil change. I also need to do idle control valve, I think is what we're changing today, because I've been getting an engine code for that. But first, let's put all this other junk on the bench away. I'll tell you what, I'll flip us back here. Spectre9 says 1. I agree, Spectre9. Aetherwolf says, also that connection is much more secure than the factory clip. Excellent. Yeah, because it's probably got a piece of metal going through the bottom, huh? I dig that. Leo says, where's the IAC, idle air control valve on this engine? Oh, this is weird. You guys, Subaru guys in chat, let's see if you guys can figure this out. I think that this is a carb system. I think that this is a carb compliant car, because every single other Subaru that I've looked at doesn't have all of these various sensors, I guess. So I explicitly went into the junkyard looking for a carb compliant one, and I was able to find what I was looking for. Yeah, on the throttle body. Here, you guys might also be able to tell if the things I got were the right things, because I do notice I get a super high idle as soon as I start the car up. So let's pull out our parts here. I think that this is what I'm looking for, or this is what I'm going to try replacing, because this has some kind of, has some plugs on it, but then it's also got this kind of thing. Oh, that might be the throttle position sensor, actually. That might not be what I want. Ooh. This is my, I don't know if you guys can read that. Come on, camera. Boost sensor. This might be what I'm looking for. But I unfortunately don't really have any idea. Map? They'll say 49 state EPA or CARB. It looks like a TPS. Read the emissions label. Air conditioning. Where? Guys, I'm sorry. I'm super dumb. Where would it say emission, or where would it have the emissions label? Vacuum coast. Oh, it might be up here. Hang on. Oh, yep, here we go. Let's have a look. I'll show you guys too. No. Vehicle mission control information. Vehicle conforms to U.S. EPA and State of California regulations applicable to 1999 model year new, provided that the vehicle is only introduced in commerce for sale in the State of California. That's CARB, right? Yeah. So okay. Well, hopefully you guys got a good look there. But yeah, I'm just assuming that it's a carb, not as in like a carbureted car, but like it has like certain emissions regulations around that. So cool. All right, I'm glad I figured that out, because I remember looking at this and being like, this doesn't look like most of the other Subarus that I've been looking at over the years. So cool. I didn't know my car was a California car, so it must have gone California, Utah, Colorado. Good news, I'm in Colorado, right? Angry Mechanic says, damn, 93 T-Bird, lol. My first car was a 91 T-Bird. Oh, Rotex says my 93 T-Bird is Cali emissions. Nice, dude. Well, I guess that's probably not a... California emissions means that it's probably less powerful, right? They restrict it somehow. Actually, I have no idea. Don't take my word on that. Cotter pins. Make sure the box is actually shut before I put it in the tool chest. When we moved the big red tool chest there, oh, this thing, Kobe. Not quite. I'm gonna go put that away. Yeah, when we first moved I had a buddy by to help me move the big red tool chest, and I just locked the tool chest so none of the shelves would come in and out, and we just moved it. Like, we tilted it over and all that fun stuff. It was a mess when I had to pull it all back apart, but it was just the quickest way to do it, you know. It's not a Kobe if it doesn't make it in. That's a plate old yeet. Yeet. Okay, let's do oil change. I need to do an oil change for sure. Let me go hunt down some new oil here in my absolute mess of a garage. I'm sorry, guys. I need to make sure I have an oil catch container too. I might not have enough oil. I thought I did. Crap. I don't think this is going to be enough. All right. Well, oil change is going to wait for another day then. But I guess that's not too bad, because that means I don't burn my hands on the exhaust again. But yeah, let's do the... Did you guys... Oops, sorry. Wrong way. Diver says, OMG, no way, you're back. What happened? Just got the notification you're streaming. Thanks, man. Yeah, good to see you too. Yeah, nothing super interesting has happened since I saw you guys last. I literally haven't really done any kind of work on the cars. I've had one junkyard day where I went out and pulled a bunch of these little sensors here. Yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. We're all moved into the new garage now. I have 98% of my tools. The only thing that I don't have here is I got a nice miter saw from Harbor Freight, because I was doing a bunch of hardwood floor chopping and that kind of stuff. So that stuff's not here yet. But yeah, otherwise everything else is moved in here. I'm still working on fixing up the garage, because there's loads and loads of walls that are going to get replaced with load-bearing pass-throughs, and that should be good. So I think... I don't know if this is the right thing. Let's look it up. AWD says, help two guys move toolboxes this week. Feels not fantastic, man. I'm sorry, but give me just a second here, guys. I'm going to see if I can look up Subaru idle air control sensor, or whatever it is. Subaru suppose I could just look up this part code, huh? Make sure it's the right thing. A33-661R02. Idle airspeed control valve. Perfect. That is exactly it. Diver's asking, what's the new stream schedule? We don't have a new stream schedule just yet. I am still trying to sort that out. Okay, where is this plugged in then? My goodness, I do not remember. Give me just 1 second to figure that out. Because when I pulled this off, that looks like the throttle position sensor. And then, was it down here somewhere? Or maybe it's the old version. I might not have gotten the right, I might not even gotten the right part. Well, let's try taking some stuff off, and maybe we'll see if there's like a blown gasket or something that needs to just get cleaned up, you know? Come on. All right, I'll put you guys up there. So I was looking for something that looks a little bit like this, but I'm kind of thinking I might have gotten the wrong thing from the junkyard. If so, that's okay. Just means that we'll take this apart a little bit and we'll see if there's anything that needs to get cleaned up, you know? Come on, hold still. You guys are pointing right at the... Maybe right here? I still haven't quite mastered the art of working with 2 cameras on stream. See that? Nope. Please just hold still somewhere. Ugh, I need the magnetic situation that I had before. Sorry if this is giving you guys like motion sickness or something. I really need to sort this out in the future. Yeah, let's do like right there. Perfect. Make sure this isn't getting twisted around. Good enough. What code was it anyway? Let's, I'll leave it right. I'm gonna need to get some tools anyway, so I'll leave it right in front of the other camera. A33661. There you go. Okie doke. So now let's get trying to figure, I think this is going to be the guy that we want, but that seems like the throttle body right there. And then just got coolant line. I don't see anything that looks obviously like an idle controller. Let's try popping that guy off first. I think just need screwdrivers for this. Rotex says, what's the issue? It's, yeah, I give it an engine code, idle air control, voltage, not nominal or something. Rough idle, it's not like a rough idle, but it does have a high idle on start. Rotex says, I took the bulb out of my Subaru. Nice, dude. Oh, the OBD code. Let's find out. Do I have a reader? I think my reader is in my car. That's actually yeah. Let's do that. That'll be a fun little thing, and you guys can see. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. This dinky little tripod, not the greatest. Would not recommend. Let me go grab that out of my car real quick. Oh, wait. I'm going to mute just so you guys don't get intermittent stuff. All right. I'm gonna open up the garage door just so I don't asphyxiate myself. Oh, sorry. And any tools left in the engine bay? I think we're good. Tell you what, I'll bring you guys over to the interior. Oh. All right, just hold still right there, I guess. Grab my light, got my reader. Bottom of the image. Oh, hang on. Let me click on Lero's link real quick here. On the bottom of the throttle body, or on the bottom of that image. Oh, I see. Oh, weird. Well, we're gonna mess with it. We're gonna identify. Oh, the message is old. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, cool. Let's start the car up, and we're gonna see what that check engine code is. I need to grab my phone because it's got the OBD. Actually, I probably don't have my OBD2 reader downloaded. Let me do that real quick. I just got a new phone. What am I looking for? Torque something, right? What OBD2 readers do you guys use? Shouldn't need to start, just turn the key to on. Gotcha. Thanks, bud. Torque light, OBD2 in car. Install. Needs access to literally everything. Okay. Torque Pro. All right. Open. All right. Let's. This is the light version of Torque. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'll just put you right there for a second here. And then, where's my light? Always gotta have the light. It's so bright. Alright, so let's pop this in. That's upside down. That sounded great. Phone on. No Bluetooth device selected. Car key. Bluetooth. gotta stop listening to the country. Pair new device. Turn off the air. What the hell? This is Bluetooth, right? Not tile. OBD2, there we go. Pin. Let's try 0000. Can you guys see me okay? Sorry, you guys are just getting the action shots right there. Let's try torque again. Oh, come on. Torque is disconnected. Sorry guys. We get to play Bluetooth diagnosing here. Pairing. Can't communicate. What the fuck? Let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. Currently connected. Awesome. Waiting for OBD2 adapter. Connecting to OBD2. Automatic search. It's thinking. It takes a little bit to go through here. Check engine light is definitely on now. Fault codes. Show logged faults. Hopefully it's not worse than it was before. What? Oh, it's giving me a P0420. Show historic faults. Let's do that. You guys know what a P0420 is, right? On a Subaru, it means O2 sensors or bag cats or something. Show pending faults, maybe. Man, that's it. Alright. Well, shit, if it ain't broke. That makes 2 of my cars that have a P0420 fault code. Okay, well then I guess let's it still does have a high idle. So I still do want to take apart the idle air controller and see if that's potentially an issue. Radio music, Monka 2S. Is there a button on the scanner you gotta push to get into pair mode? We got it figured out. The secret combination was 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like my luggage. P0420 Catalyst Bank 1 efficiency below threshold. If you remember the warning, that is exactly correct. All right, so regardless, I still do want to. Where was that picture that Lero sent me? Greg says Pro Strymon tripod. So if it's pointed that way. Okay, yeah, so it's just going to be, it's that top thing. That's all it is. And the cat determines the cat efficiency. Meow. Get it? Because cats? Stay. Stay. You piece of junk. Oh my god. Just... How do I make this not rotate? God damn it. You have to be kidding. I'm sorry I'm such an amateur, guys. Some days it's just too much for the tripod, I guess. All right, that should be fine. Time to pull the bulb. All right, we're just gonna pop this little guy off. I think this is the idle air control. I just want to see if it's gunked up at all, or if something's not working correctly. I suppose I don't need to pull the plug out of it, huh? What was that? That is not Torx and not Phillips. It looks like a 5-sided screw head. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those before. Oh, where's my beer? And where's my parts dish? Parts dish, very important. That's probably not actually magnetic. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so right now I'm basically just going to look for if there's any gunk or buildup or like a sensor that's not working, or excuse me, any gunk or buildup, or like a gasket. That... Okay. I did not expect that at all. This might be it. This might be what. Oh, man. Chad, I didn't tell you the story about how this car stranded me in Uray. I shouldn't say stranded. It didn't actually strand me. But this might be related to it. Come on, you piece of junk. Ugh. My car is burning coolant. So if this is related, this might be part of it. Come on, baby. Out you come. Come on. I'll tell you guys the story in just a minute here. You piece of junk, come on. I don't want to chew this thing up, but I need one of those hose separator tools. All right. Yeah, all right. So coolant is definitely flowing through this thing. I wonder if the gasket on this failed or something. I don't know. I mean, I suppose it's possible, right? But probably not that big of a deal. All right. Well, anyhow, I'll give you guys what happened, and we can try and do some armchair diagnosis here. Sploosh. Coolant actuated. Rotex's coolant actuated IAC valve. Fast idle thermo. So you're basically saying that as the coolant gets hotter, it closes the valve, right? I guess that's how it would work. Very interesting. So this is all part of the throttle body then. All right, well then we may have some more work on our hands. Anyhow, let me tell you guys the story. So I was going to the cabin, which was a whole bunch of fun. My family has a cabin down in Silverton, which is a little ways past Uray. If you look up pictures of Uray, you'll see it looks exactly like sort of like your standard picturesque Colorado mountain town. People have weddings there, and there's a lot of good four-wheeling up there. But we were going up to this cabin, and they suck. Very similar operation to a thermostat. Toyo's had them, also a lot of imports. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So I might not be totally shit out of luck here. But let me tell you guys before we start diagnosing this. Drove the green Subaru down there, made it just fine, going up and down the rocky driveway, no problem. On the way back, just outside of Uray, I go to overtake a white pickup truck, and it is, fourth gear, pedal to the floor, going around this pickup truck. I can see there's a car like way off in the distance, so I'm like not that worried. But as I'm overtaking the pickup truck, just dies, like 100% dies. Like the kind of thing, like no gas is working, the engine's still spinning because the clutch is attached. Thankfully, like I was just barely like in front of the pickup truck, and there wasn't a car coming like super fast. But I was like, oh man, that could have been real bad. But then I pulled over and I was like trying to start it again, and it was getting like, after I let it sit for a little bit, the engine would turn over just fine, and I would let it sit and I would try and crank it again. It would get just like a little bit of spark, but it wouldn't like actually. Oh, sweet, Bjorn! Bjorn's coming in here. I'm so excited about that. Bjorn, good to see you, bud. Hello. How wonderful to see you guys again. Bjorn's Workshop, Bearded Army. Welcome. My name's Ken. This is the Rust Bucket Garage. It's been a little while since I streamed, so the garage is still very much a work in progress, as I can tell, or as you could probably tell. But I'm learning how to stream with like two different cameras here, and we're working on some idle control valve stuff for my Subaru right now. And I'm in the middle of telling a story about how I stranded myself in Uray. All right, so I was driving, I overtook it, it died, like completely died. I tried restarting it, I was getting ignition, but then I was like, okay, well then fuel must not be getting in there. And so then Bjorn says, Subi hype, thanks bro. Alex Swavely, Michelle Cosplay, good to see you guys, thanks for coming to the stream. So I was like, maybe there's fuel not getting there, and so I popped off the fuel rail and cycled the pump. Pump just shoots out like, a whole bunch of fuel. I'm like, well, that's not it, so I don't know what the issue is. And then Greg asked, is Ken becoming a member of the Beard Army? I don't know if you guys can tell. This is like the most scruffy I've ever had. Definitely not Skybit. Thank you for the biddy. Art of WSD, thanks for the bits, bud. Appreciate it. But I thought that maybe like I wasn't getting enough fuel pressure for the injectors to fire correctly. And so we had to get it towed. We towed this thing to Telluride, where the guy said, he's like, oh yeah, I got an off-road shop, and we get Subarus in there all the time. Eventually they got their Subaru guy to take a look at it, and he was like, yeah man, it started right up. And I'm just like, what? Like, what did you do? And he's like, oh, nothing. I mean, it's burning a lot of oil and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't think it's burning oil. Like, cause I've never had, like, you guys saw me rebuild this, like, not rebuild it, but like, it was empty SKU says keep the scruff going. It won't be scruffing for much longer. Yeah, man. Do you guys remember Mustachioed Ken? I remember. I remember Mustachioed Ken. Do you guys want to see Mustachioed Ken again? Big ol' handlebar. Big ol' Wild West gambler with the top hat and the monocle. Big ol' mustache. But yeah, he couldn't find anything that was wrong with it. He's like, yeah, I mean, it's smoking up real bad, but other than that, it's totally fine. And I'm like, why would it be smoking up real bad? So I get a ride all the way back down to Telluride, pick up the car. As soon as I start it, like the entire parking lot was filled with tailpipe smoke from this thing. It was not blue smoke. It was not black smoke. It was white smoke. And so I'm like, it's burning coolant? Because I replaced the head gaskets on this less than 5,000 miles ago. So I was like, what the hell is going on? I drive it for a while. I fill up at a parking station. I'm like, I should put some of that fuel additive in it, like that like soaks up water. And it was totally fine. I was like, oh, maybe I just get a bad tank of gas or something. But it turns out like it still does that. Like every time I start it up, if it's really cold, this thing will smoke like white smoke for a while until it gets really up to temperature. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Bjorn's Workshop says, any Subi over 10 years old has a secret handshake that'll start it. Yeah, that's about it. Alberto says the car was just vaping. Yeah. So I've been trying to like mentally wrap my brain around this. I wanted to do an oil change today just to see if we were getting milkshake in there, which meant that coolant was leaking into the oil, and that's really bad. That's usually what happens when you blow a head gasket, but I just replaced the head gasket, so I wanted to do the oil change today, but turns out I don't have the materials for it. Spectre Dave says, "What the hell? I thought you died." Welcome back, Spectre Dave. Good to see you, bud. So I got him under the radar stream right now. Actually, Dave, you might be able to help me out too. Subaru smokes white smoke like crazy when it's cold. I just replaced the head gaskets on this thing. And of course, when I was driving it in here, as soon as I pulled this guy off, this is the idler controller, still has a high idle, and that's what I thought the check engine light was for initially. But I'm starting to think like maybe this gasket failed or something. I don't know how to tell that. I don't even know if that would be an issue, but who knows, right? Also, where's the air come in here? Man, I feel dumb. It's excess. Smell the exhaust. Is it overfull of oil? I don't think so. I keep it pretty. I haven't done an oil change recently. Hang on, let me wipe this off. Suppose if it's overfull on oil, then too high. How would that be making it into the smoke is definitely not blue. Man, that doesn't look like there's any oil in it. I'll get that fixed. That's partially why I wanted to do an oil change today. I mean, I suppose it could be burning oil, huh? Man. All right, yeah. Leo says, actually, is that a coolant-controlled IAC or is this a coolant-warmed IAC? I got no idea, unfortunately. Man, you're right. That could be. It could be burning oil. It doesn't look like oil. Chocolate milk under my oil cap. Let's check it real quick. Come on, baby. There we go. That feels pretty dry. Man, I wish I could have. All right, I think oil is going to be might be the primary culprit here. Spectre Dave says could be valve stem seals too. Valve stem seals. I don't even know what that is. Oil smoke would be blue. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, all right, yeah, it is low on oil. That is a condition right there. I'll get that fixed. I want to see maybe this. It does kind of look like there's some corrosion happening on this gasket thing. So maybe I just try cleaning that up a little bit. Yeah, Dave says some smoke in the cold is normal. Yeah, I definitely know that. We're talking like lots of white smoke when it's real cold. And it's also persistent. It's not just like it vaporizes real quick. Greg says, "What's the derp stick level?" Yeah, it's pretty low. I'll get it fixed. Don't worry, guys. But maybe cleaning up this thing is. I'll at least do that today and see if that makes a difference. But I definitely need to get, I'll run and grab oil change materials. I thought I had everything that I needed today. I'm gonna grab. Oh, and now this thing won't turn. Nice. I'm gonna grab some carb cleaner or brake cleaner. I'm gonna go the other way. The garage is too crowded. But at least it's like semi-organized, sucks being in a crowded garage, but... Lyra says, Ken, I'm looking at your house right now on Street View. That's kind of creepy, but I don't really care. You probably see all the... you probably see all the old, or all the stuff left over from the previous owner. He had like an RV and a boat and all sorts of junk. Alex Waverly says the level is what's oil. Unfortunately, yeah. Like I didn't realize it was this far out. So I will get that cleaned up for sure. I will fix that. Dave asks, you sure it's not residual moisture in the exhaust from the head gasket from before? I took the... How long ago did I do the head gasket? Like 4,000 miles, something like that. And yes, Dave, this is the new house. This is the new garage. Still very much a work in progress, but you know, it was built back in the fucking 30s. Weird. Larry says there's a trailer, pile of wood, and exercise machine. 19 tickety do. Yeah. The house is technically built in 1929. I don't know when the garage was built though. Garage could have been built later, I guess. Alex Swayla says, is this one of those air pump cars? I guess so. Alright, let's clean this up a little bit. Oh, you guys can't see that, sorry. While I'm at it, hang on. You guys remember robot voice, Ken? That's what we're gonna do while we're using brake clean in the garage without adequate ventilation. Robot rock. Air pump, air smog pump. Yeah, I think so. Turbo may be going. Wait, what are you guys talking about? Cosmic S is that a 32-month countdown? It is not a 32-month countdown. It is, oh, crap. I think that there is... I need brushes. I need wire brushes. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta find this stuff in the parts pile over there. Dave, you were saying that the turbo's going out? Yeah, I think the turbo's been out in this car for a while. Where are those fucking brushes? Yeah, guys, this is why I don't have enough. I don't have enough storage. I guess we're gonna use a crazy big, crazy big wire brush. Like super careful wire brushing aluminum. I gotta find my other brushes. Yeah, Lyra, you're right. I don't wanna gouge this thing, but I straight up don't remember where I put my other brushes. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on. Ugh. Ow. they're not in here. Ken's. Ah, big box of tools. Oops. Bleh. All right. Oh, here we go. Got one. Brad, now I can go over there. Where are my brushes? Yeah, it's a really good idea to keep hand planers in here, huh? All right, well, fuck it. I'll just be careful. All right, sorry. Aetherwolf says, now it seems more realistic. Can't find the tools you know you had. I know, right? It is such a mess all the time in the Rust Bucket garage. All right. But yeah, I do wanna clean this up as much as I can. I wonder if these just weren't bolted down enough. That looks like damage, but I can't quite tell. If the turbo is water cooled, housing could have a crack in it. Yeah, this. Yeah, the turbo on this car is not in super great condition, unfortunately, guys. I don't think that's the issue, though. I just have a hunch that's not the issue. I could be wrong, though. I'll check it next time I see it. Do you guys get it? Do you get why it's funny? It's funny because it's a naturally aspirated car. Can you smug duckling? I know. I'm so cheeky. I'm such a rascal. I wonder if like a Scotch-Brite pad might be useful here. I'll test it and I'll see if it completely scrubs it. Would you like an entire Scotch-Brite pad? Because that's what I have. I should just chop this up though. DK Shadow says, sup DK Shadow. How you doing today? Jimmy McGee, hey bud. Good to see all of you guys. All right. Big ol' Scotch-Brite pad. Basically, I'm just trying to clean up the, I guess, channel where the gasket sits on this, The gasket for this thing is kind of like a weird rubber, a weird molded O-ring kind of deal. You can kind of see it here. But it sits in a little channel in the, I guess it's the idle air control valve body thingamajig. I'm pretty sure that's the technical term for it. All right. I think that looks pretty good. All right, we're going to put that back on, see if that helps at all. Jimmy says, don't tell nobody I'm watching someone who isn't streaming. Okay, you got it. Deal. All right, well, that seems pretty set there. Let's get this sucker pop back on. Not backwards, how about? I wonder if I ended up taking that off by accident. No, I think this is the first time I've seen this this part off of the car, actually. What is it? What's going on here? DK Shaw says, just bought a 93 T-Bird and working on getting the inside changed out. Seats are pretty ripped. It won't run if you turn it on inside out. Waiting for coffee to kick in. Yeah, don't turn your car inside out. Keep all the stuff that's on the inside, you know, hopefully, so it stays on the inside, and vice versa. Where's my? Here we go. All right. Get this nice and snugged up. Fortunately, I don't know if there's any torque specifications on here. All right. Feels pretty snug to me. Let's get coolant hose put back on here. With great determination. Oh, and then I was going to measure up. Some of this fuel line to figure out. I need to replace a bunch of the fuel lines on here and the fuel filter, actually. Because some of them are starting to look a little cracked, which is no bueno. So I can do that in just a minute here. As soon as this might have been easier to do with the body off the idle air control valve off the throttle body. Let's try that again. Aetherwolf says, now the part is hosed. Nice. Oh man, I want my beer. Where's my beer? Still nice and cold. All right. Ooh, this coolant hose is almost totally tapped out. A whole bunch of cracks in that. Gonna need some lubricant. Where is my lubricant? Old-timey oil can. Aetherwald says, well, no heat means beer stays cold. Heck yeah, man. It is nice and chilly in here. Come on, baby. Just trying to jam this big old pipe in this rubber thing here. Yeah, just gotta, grab one end of it, and try and, push and twist a little bit so you can get nice and snugly in there. There we go. Wow. Did that not have a hose clamp on it? That didn't have a hose clamp on it. That needs to have a hose clamp on it. Let's do it all again. All right, let's see here. Don't you hate it when the rubber's grabby? Yeah, man. All sorts of grabby rubber action going on here. What do you guys think? One of these guys. Excuse me. You know what? We're going to use an actual hose clamp and not one of these jankety ones. Those are like the squeezy kind. You gotta like use pliers on it. All right, give me the smallest hose clamp you got. 5/8. Think that'll fit? Nope, won't fit. Different 5/8. Yep, that'll fit. Because that makes a whole lot of sense. All right. One more time, get after it. Make sure that I got the hose clamp on in the position that I want it. Yay! Spring clamps are greater than worm clamps. Oh, constant spring tension is better than constant diameter for heat cycling components. All right. You know what? Let's do it. I haven't actually used any of these things yet, so this will be fun. Just gotta find the right diameter. Spring clamps, that's what they're called. I think this is the right diameter. Pop this sucker off one more time. This time it's personal. All right. Let's see if this is the right size. It'll go on there. I suppose that'll go on there too. Perfect. I dig it. Even if I hate using these little... Good job, Ken. These little suckers. I don't know if you guys have seen these before. You basically just gotta pinch down on this side of things to release them. Like that. Use a pair of linesman pliers on them. Nice. I actually just got some linesman's pliers. Took me forever because, well, I guess it shouldn't have taken me forever. But I was doing all sorts of electrical work. And I was like, I should probably have the right tools for the job. So got me some linesman pliers. Worked out well. Used the crap out of those things. Hopefully it won't be bad if there's a little WD-40 in the coolant. Water displacement 40, right? Man, this hose is really not wanting to go on. Don't want to like grab it with pliers and chew it up more though. Might as well though. Where did I put those? Sorry, little hose. You're just being too much of a pain. All right. There we go. All right. And then clamp is mostly on there. Perfect. Let's get this whole thing buttoned back up. Maybe it'll fix it. It probably won't. Let's be real. Nice little bolts. Squeezes the clamp, ratchets on, can you hold it open while you slide it into place. Ooh, nice. That looks like a fun little tool. Making progress. All right. Looks relatively good to me. This doesn't feel particularly well secured. I wonder if I used too big of a hose clamp. Then again, that'll probably expand and contract a little bit, so I won't worry about it too much. Cool. All right, we got that sorted out. I think I want to put all my tools away first. We're gonna do that. Because otherwise, Ken goes crazy. If there's too many tools sitting around. Guess I don't need my oil filter today. Hose clamps, one. Alex Swavely says, put tools away? Heresy. This is verboten. 9. You must leave your tools all over the place. This is dead. Torque wrenches need to go back in the tools box, or the tools, I guess, crate right now. These can also go back. These go in the tool. Whoop. I'll put that back where it needs to go. Let's see. Utility knives, screwdrivers, pliers and plier-like objects, teeny tiny alligator clips go right here. Alligator clamps, that's what I'm trying to say. Cleaning stuff goes back over here. Stand by for just 1 second. Nope, that's not the cleaning. And then safety equipment, WD-40. almost done futzing around. I guess all these weird sensors. I guess this thing, which I'm not actually going to use at all, which is unfortunate. But not that big of a deal. All right, let's put this thing on. This is a nice little trim piece. It's going to go inside. But we got to take the old one off, put the new one on. I'm going to roll down one of the windows in the car. So I'm going to roll down that window so that way I can stick you guys in here. Oh, you know what? Should probably close this while I'm at it. And use my fancy new clip. Oh, yes. Loud noises. That sounds great. Everything on this car is falling apart, but still working on it. Alex Waveless says, what's the countdown for? It is to an event. You guys have to figure out what it is, though. Should be fun. All right. Put you guys in this here car action. And let's grab a light. Hopefully not toss the webcam over. I'm going to need, I think, stubby screwdrivers, if I remember correctly. Yep. All right. Got my piece of trim, got my light, got my parts dish, got my stubby screwdrivers. Alex Waveley says, is there a hole in the panel? Yes, sir. That is what is... that is why I'm replacing it, because this thing is pretty gross looking. Like, the rest of the car is in okay condition, but this panel is definitely the thing that's been driving me crazy. Beer goes here. Let's hang this from... hang this from the oh shit handle. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Gonna be replacing this. That's how it works. Don't drink and drive, kids. Oh, I can't see what's saying. Unfortunately, I can't see what people are saying. It's just barely too small for me and my old person eyes. Oh, please turn. Otherwise, this is going to be a pain. Oh, you have to be kidding. How am I going to get this out? What's the frickin' trim removal? You guys ready to tear apart a dash? Really? I wonder if I could just grab a driver bit and see if I could use that. That might work. Because you can see there's like, there's these little, these things that like hold it as it goes up and down. And these are in pretty good condition, but they're held on by 4 Phillips head screws into this thing. So I'm gonna see if I can get a driver bit just to, maybe that'll do it. Alberto says, "Did you rage while driving?" I actually bought the car this way. Alex Wave says, "OMG couple, use your cell phone, bring chat with you." Oh, that's a good idea. I should just do that. I think this one will work. We'll give it a shot. I might need to. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll bring it in here. This is what offset screwdrivers are for. I don't even know what an offset screwdriver is. Where's my chat? Stream chat. That's what I'm looking for. So you guys are right there. Oh, that works so much better. Yeah, so we'll just get these on good enough. Oh, I'm irrationally excited to replace this panel because I look at this all day, every day. Or I guess not all day, every day, but whenever I'm driving, I just gotta look straight at this thing. Leo asked, you talking about the 90-degree angle ones or the oh, I've heard of like the flexible screwdrivers. Those are so cool. Those are, fancy person screwdrivers. Me, I just, grab a drill bit and try and undo screws by hand. Or a driver. What am I talking? What am I trying to say? Maybe I'll bet you the person that sold me this car raged at it while driving. Decided, man, I just fucking hate this trim panel. I'm gonna fucking bash a hole in it, man. I really hope these are the same size. Okay. The 90s. Running through the 90s. They also make a ratchet holder for bits that works nicely. Nice. All right. I think that's... This one doesn't feel like it's in straight. That might be it. Yeah, here we go. Ratcheting screwdriver close quarters. Ooh. That's a trophy. Hang that panel on the wall of shame of them. Stupid shit that the previous owners did. Hung up on a wall. Man, I really hope it's not burning oil. But it's like white smoke. It's not like... It's not bad. Like, it just looks like it smokes a lot more than an other car when it warms up. But I've never had, like... Man, definitely never had blue smoke. Then again, it could be happening. It could be mixing with the white smoke and causing it to stick around longer. I guess the oil change will probably... Oh, hey! Welcome to the stream, bud. We are replacing this wonderful trim panel. Man. I think I might need to clean my car. Not much, just kicking back, drinking a beer, just got done for the night, working on a quad. That sounds fun. What do you use the quad for? Mudding? Chad, I want to go mudding. Mudding sounds like fun. Fortunately, I don't think there's any places to go mudding in Colorado. Alright, let's see if this thing works. Yes! It's so much better! It's so clean compared to oh my god. I need to clean my car. Greg says, it is fun. Yeah, man. Alright, good work, team. We fixed a busted trim panel with a junkyard part. It's pretty much all the customer thing is beat to piss. I'm sorry, man. Greg says, how could there not be any mudding spots in Colorado? Because it's so dry out here, man. Well, you know, I actually probably... I don't know these things. Don't take any kind of, you know, recommendations from Ken. Let's pop back upstairs real quick. Oh, and then there's one more thing that I wanted to check on this while we still got it here. I'm getting a pretty nasty exhaust rattle, so I kind of want to poke my head under there and see if there's anything loose that I might need to cut off in the future. Because it is very annoying. It sounds like there's like a literal rock within my exhaust somewhere just kind of getting blown around. But I'm thinking it can't possibly be that, right? There's no way that a rock could get in your exhaust. I think at that point I'd probably be a little bit more worried about where it came from. Duetsa says, Gadzooks, he's alive. Who is? I don't know who you're talking about. With facial hair? What, you guys don't like my beard? I should totally do the mustache again. Gonna chat. Don't even trip. Gonna have a mustache again. It's gonna happen. All right. All right, let's have a look at my to-do list that I didn't fucking do anything with. Oh, I can replace the fuel filter. Let's do that. Alberto Tron says that's where Demon's beard went. Did he shave his beard? Alex says there's nice off-road trails near Naturita. Broke off a chunk of cat. Maybe the cat was crumble skin. Devetsis says, did you do that, the beard or the mustache for a future wifey? There's no future wifey, chat. I'm sorry. I wish I could say there was. I wish I could say that, you know, my time off was spent gallivanting around, you know, the Bahamas with some 10 out of 10, but let's be real. I think you got a long way to go before anybody's want to gallivant anywhere with me. Where's that fuel filter that I bought a while back? Here we go. You guys want to put on a fuel filter? Because I bought one. Alex Wavela says, to-do list and putting away tools. What kind of heresy is this? I know, right? It's just weird. Let's have a look. Where's my light? Oh. Say no more. Thanks, bud. Let's see. Green Subaru idle controller. Well, we didn't... A, we have the wrong part, and B, we didn't actually find anything wrong with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock that one off here. Green Subaru oil change, because Ken's a total dumb and didn't buy enough oil. I had a bunch of oil laying around. I thought I had enough, but apparently not. I should top off the oil in this thing though, because it is pretty low. But that might be a clue to why it's smoking so much. So we'll keep that around. I do have Green Subaru oil filter, so let's do that real quick. That's what it looks like. That's the new oil filter. It's so shiny. It has an in and an outside, so I'm gonna hope that I managed not to screw that up. You guys want to see something really cool? Check this out. I don't have to reach down and hold this up. I don't have to disconnect the alligator clamp. It has a clip. It's fully secured and attached. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. In and out. Okay. This looks pretty straightforward. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Before I keep going on this, I have some fuel line laying around. I'm gonna see if it's the same size as the stuff that's already on here. Come on. This was not what I wanted. Oh, this will be good enough. Got some fuel line. See if it, oh, it's like the perfect size. Yes! I'll bet you I can just replace all the fuel line that I'm missing. Not missing. It style says, other than timing chain needs, every single front end component, rear end, bearings, tie rods, ball joints, etc. You got it. Defense says, but yep, you got facial hair moved and got a new job. Congratulations. Oh, didn't you move out here or something? No more colorful metaphor. Printer, get it? Because printers print in color. Leo says, I think it's 5/16. Well, lucky me, I happen to have some 5/16 hose laying around from the Vanagon. What kind of fuel line is it? I'll see if I can read it off to you. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see this. Gates 4219BF Barricade Fuel Injection Hose, 5/16 inch. It says, oh wait, hang on. It does say non-road fuel lines. Less than 15 gallons per less than 15 grams per meters squared per day? That's weird. Maybe this won't work. That sucks. I don't know if you guys are gonna. Yeah, you're probably not gonna be able to see this at all. I wouldn't. Oh, maybe. The rate at which it off-gases gasoline through it. Oh, so is there like specific non-road fuel line? Because I might have that. This is the stuff that came with my Vanagon fuel line kit, though. Regardless, we're gonna swap out the oil filter or the fuel filter here. All right. So I'll do this right above here. It's a little bit better. Switch over to the second one. It says I'm reporting to the emissions police. No! That would be too bad. Screwdriver. Oh, I should probably get a rag. Catch any fuel that's coming out. And then goes in like that. I can handle that. All right. One clamp off. What a great day to work on cars. I know it's a little late, but I think I'm going to start doing evening streams a little bit more. Now, I mean, I got the garage, and if I'm working from home, then it just makes it so much easier. Saturdays might not happen as often. I think social obligations are starting to add up, unfortunately. One of the perks / problems of getting older is that you end up, your weekends getting booked, a month in advance, essentially. Bustifer says, just drop an STI motor in it, Kappa. How hard can it be? Alberto says, so jealous of that fuel filter location. Greg says, Ken, after dark. Rust Bucket Garage in the morning. Nights. Ooh, this fuel hose is a little crusty, I'm thinking. Yeah, it's not really moving. Where's my lubrication? Need that again. Always make sure to use plenty of lubrication, chat. Can never have too much lubrication. Actually, maybe you can. I don't actually know. These things can go over here. Yeah, these look pretty crusty, man. I wondered if this is the cause of the gas smell that I got going. I'm gonna pop both of these off, or both sides of this one. Oh man, I wish I could see. I need to do what AWD does, where he like brings his iPad around, so he can read chat while he's working. That's a good idea. Because otherwise I'm sitting right here and it's like, oh, you're so far away, I can't read anything. Nero says, get ready for the spray. Thanks, man. Forgot about that. I don't think there's like a release on here anywhere, unfortunately. Or there might be. And this hose clamp is not even tight. Awesome. Man, we got ourselves a great car here. It will have drained back. Fuel pump doesn't really have a check valve. Cool. Yeah, I always assume that there's just gonna be some amount of fuel spillage, you know. Let's see if I can do this without. Mangling up the hose too bad. There we go. Come on, baby. What could possibly go wrong? Man, this thing does not want to come off. Why are all of my cars old and crappy? I'm gonna get my gloves on so I don't bash a knuckle. You guys are saying push from the end rather than pulling? Do I have a pick tool? I have something like a pick tool. All my picks are in one of these boxes of death right now, unfortunately. Sorry this is taking so long. But, you know, I am an amateur. All right. There we go. There's one. And then Kind of hard to... Oh, there's a dead moth. Nice. Sorry, little dude. That one looks pretty okay. Oh, no, this one does not look okay. This one looks very, very chewed up. This other one that's attached to the other side of the hose here. Definitely got some issues. All right, so let's see if we can get this one off too. Oh man, and they put the hose clamp on the underside of it somehow. Well, let's see if we can at least take the fuel filter off first. That's nice. That's convenient. Nice little clampy, brackety thingy. What's this? Oh, I see. And those are the hard lines going back. Okay. Cool. Well, since some stupid person... Basically, they secured this hose clamp back here so that the screw part of it is pointing down, or the head of the screw is pointing down, as opposed to like right here, pointed it this way. So, you know, I could hypothetically access it easier, because I think they just wanted to make it a little trickier for me. They thought I was just moving too fast on this entire thing, so they're like, you know, I think we need to slow them down just a little bit here. Take this one off while we're at it. I don't think I can save these hoses, Chad, unfortunately. I think I have to get new ones at this point. I'll show you guys what I mean. Some of these are pretty chewed up. Like, they got cracks. I don't know if it matters all that much, but I imagine that a cracked fuel hose is probably never something that you actually want in your engine bay. I could be wrong, though. Come on, baby. Sorry if I'm in the way here. Where's that little thing I had? That little pick. Can I put that away? There it is. Fuck it. All right. There we go. Is there any damage I can show you guys on this one? Not really. Fuel's going everywhere. Now I gotta see if I can get a screwdriver down and up there. Let's get you guys over here. Let me check out in chat too. It still says when you pull it, it acts like a Chinese finger trap. That makes sense. Bustifer says the hoses conform to the barb and the line. Also spin and twist and jiggle. Cheap set of dental picks are worth the investment. I do have the teeny tiny picks around here somewhere, but still kind of getting the garage sorted out, so it's dumb. Oh, Nightbot is still doing that. Let me see if I can turn that off real quick. I'm sorry about that. Nightbot, please shut up. Log in with Twitch. Sorry, let me give you just 1 second to do this. Timers. Delete what's happening. There we go. Should be fixed. Plays Nightbot with ButtBot. But. All right. Okay, just one more of these hoses that I gotta disconnect. But this is the one in the really wonky location, so it's gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can come at it from the bottom here, if you know what I mean. Yeah, just oh my God, how did they even attach this, man? What, like, it doesn't seem like a clumsy mistake, because this thing's, like, pretty tight on there, but it's also, like, I have no idea how they would have ever gotten this on there in the first place. Do I have I might have a thinner set. Well, we'll try the stubby stuff here. And if that's not working, we're gonna try I have other dinky types of screwdrivers here. Now I can't get it to move. Along with the Rust Bucket Garage. Or even just removing the dinky little fuel lines. Sometimes beyond Ken's abilities. That's okay though, we're getting there. Putting away all these excess bits that come in this teeny tiny little pen screwdriver. All right. I just can't get the kind of like leverage that I need on it at all. Ugh, previous owner's mechanic. I have words for you. Fuck it, we're gonna see if I can just I want it to go that way. Did that actually work? Oh, holy shit, yeah. I grabbed the back end of the hose clamp. And I rotated it out with the pliers. Sweet. All right. That makes it a little easier. Ingenuity. Make sure I'm doing it the right direction. Ken versus a stupid little hose clamp. And fuel is just getting everywhere. Where is pick-like object? Can't save these, so I might as well just grab it. Just grab it and, you know, twist it around until, you know, it pops off and lots of fluid shoots out everywhere. Oh. Ugh. I should check chat real quick. They got it on their small hands and a lot of lube. Feels like that, man. Aetherwolf says it's a fuelish maneuver. Ugh. All right. Come on, you butt. Get some needle nose pliers while I'm at it. Come on, baby. All right, there we go. We got it at least broken free, so it's rotating. See if I can pry it out with these. Oh, it's coming out. Oh. Come on, you son of a bitch. All right. Almost got it. Don't want to Chinese finger drop it. Do I have picks easily accessible? I don't think so. I can't remember where I put them. Just getting fed up with that a little bit. But unfortunately, I don't think I know where any of my picks and stuff are. So we're going to continue doing it this way. And remember to clean out the garage a little bit more. Sorry this isn't super entertaining, guys, but I figure this is probably the the best indicator of what hobby garage or of what hobby mechanicing is actually like. Spend a half hour fighting a single fuel line kind of thing. Come on. Why do I always have so much trouble with this? Where's a good spot to put this? I just want this hose to come off. That's all I want. Just gotta be patient with it. Just twist and tug and pull and squeeze until it pops off. Oh my god. Checking in on chat. Sorry, need a break. Lero's back. Gonna trace the hose, just razor knife it, replacing it just to cut it. From the clamp end, cut it inline lengthwise and it'll peel off like butter. Yeah, I think you guys are right. Let's just go ahead and chop it off. I don't think it's worth saving at this point. Just gotta be careful not to trash any of the other fuel lines while I'm down in here. Or my hands. Those would be. I want to keep those too. All right. Is there like a... Okay, yeah, there's like a protective coating on the actual hard line. Be careful with knives, kids. All right. Man, this is way far on there. Gently. There we go. All right. I think this was the one that was pretty trashed even before I got to it. So let's take these over to the bench and see how bad they are. Yay! Dripping fuel over too. Good job. Anchor Mechanics has banned knives. All right. So, stop dripping fuel everywhere. There's a rag. All right, let's have a look at some of these. I was mostly worried about, this one looks okay, but there's like a Nice. There's gas everywhere. That's probably really good for me in an enclosed garage. Yeah, okay, you can kind of see it on this one. On this one, come on, camera. That guy right there. Pretty sure, and this happened. This was there before I even started. Before I even started working on it. Open up the garage a little bit. Make sure it's properly ventilated in here, you know. But yeah, I think that's like the condition of most of the hoses on the car, so we'll go ahead and we'll replace this one. This one while we're at it. Greg says nothing wrong with a little huffing. I don't want to huff paint or gasoline. Yeah, these aren't bad, but you can tell that somebody like chewed them up to get them off here. All right, cool. Let's just replace these, I guess. All right. Get all these hose clamps. I suppose I can reuse all the hose clamps. Don't need to reuse this fuel filter. Let's set that outside to let it off gas a little bit. And I guess, let's see, we got one of these. I can toss that. Close enough. And, whew, fumes. Not the greatest. Pick up all my tools. And let's pull out the rest of my hose here. I think I got enough. Hopefully. All right. Well, let's get. Yeah. Here we go. This thing will be perfect. We will need to cut 2 different hoses up and need to plumb in, or actually attach the fuel filter. Let's do that. Back to fuel filtering. Aetherwolf says gas fumes and open flame will take care of them. Yes, it will be brief. I would like to avoid, blowing myself up if possible, but, what can you do? Win some, lose some. This is in, this is out. It gave me a nice little vibration tube sock thing. Pops in right there, and then I'm just gonna attach this so that I can get a reference for how long to cut these hoses. Come on, there we go. Should look like that. Perfect. And just straight to there. But I guess we only need, say, right to there. We'll see if I can cut it with these, otherwise I might just have to use a razor. Perfect. So there, should be just fine. This doesn't feel super secure. There's like a little protective sheath that goes on this guy. Let's see. So many fumes. Which was line in? I'm not putting this thing on. This thing is not useful. This one down here was the line in, and so it goes into the fuel filter, comes out the fuel filter, and then right here is where it goes in the fuel rail to the intake manifold and injectors and stuff. So let's do like that. And let's do like that. I think that'll be the best way to get these configured. All right. There we go. See if I can get this one smoothly. It's still pretty good. All right. Let's get the rest of this junk out of the way. Get my screwdriver. The second one is going to be right here. All right, that feels pretty secure. Now we're going to plummet down from here down to here. This is a little bit trickier, but it shouldn't be too hard. We're going to want to come under this guy right here. Oh, I probably could have measured the old ones, huh? That probably would have been smart. Good job, Ken. SMRT smart. And then I think there's still a hose clamp on this guy. Yeah, I can feel it. Come on out of there. So basically, there's 3 different hard lines going to and from the tank, or the fuel tank. There's the supply line, there's the return line, and then there's also the vent line, I assume. But I don't know which one of these is the return line and which one's the vent line. I don't think it matters, but off in the future, it would probably be good to know. Oh, this is the one where I clamp the threads down a little bit. That's all right, though. I'll just force it through. It'll sort itself out. All right. What are you guys saying here? Nice white letter up. Pressure return and vapor. Yep, that's correct. Ether. I don't know. I don't know which one's the return and which one's the vapor. But you know, we're not messing with that stuff right now. All right, let's get this pushed on nice and smoothly. I'm just sliding this big rubber hose onto the tip. Let's do it on this one too. Did I? What did I do? I might have cut this one too short. I think I did. Yep, well, good thing I got plenty of it. Yeah, let's cut this a little bit longer. Ken's dumb. Kind of like an inch or two longer. But yeah, perfect. There we go. I think the vent is a plastic line with an evap port. Vapor will be small when it goes to the charcoal canister. Aetherwolf says get out the hose stretcher. Whoops. Okay, so then I guess there might be two return lines from the... Might be two return lines going to the tank. I don't know. There's definitely three hard lines there. And I think all of them are in various plumbed to various fuel things. How's this? Stay right there. Is this the right size? I'm almost positive it is. I mean, it'd be pretty crazy for a car to use two different sizes of fuel line on it, wouldn't it? Ken said, forebodingly. Wait, hang on. Before I get too deep into this, make sure I got the hose clamps on the right side. So if I ever have to do this again, I'm not going to regret it. There we go. I think that'll be much easier to access than that turbo dumb situation that we had before. Wonder if we might need to get the heat gun for this, because this hose is not stretching at all. And by stretching, I mean diameter, not the length. More lube, push harder. Should be one going. Liero says should be one going to the fuel rail, one going to the pressure regulator, and one going to evap solenoid and charcoal canister. Evap solenoid? I have one of those. Oh, this is great for my back. Really just pushing the limits of what's possible, I guess. It's not that bad. Let's see if I can disconnect it and get a more direct route. Sorry this isn't super entertaining, guys, but this is a snapshot of mechanic life, I guess. Oh, I think it's going in. Yeah, we got it in, chat. Just gotta push it a little bit farther in, you know. Make sure we get the full length in there, if you know what I mean. A little bit more. Oh, all right. Come on, Ken. You versus the car. We know which one should win, right? Oh, well, I hope I ever have to... Oh my god. I hope I only ever have to do this once. You've been folded up under a dash so tightly you had to be pulled out. Yeah, man. Under dash work. Man, that's even worse, right? This is just me whining because I'm having trouble getting a hose on. Wouldn't it be funny if I forgot to put the hose clamps on? Can I just pull it a little bit? Where's my... I'm just going to pull it just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't want to... No, I should... do that. Oh, that helps a lot. That's 95%. Perfecto. Yes, did it. Oh, it took long enough. All right, let's tighten this up. And then let's all celebrate and turn the fuel pump on and see how much fuel gushes out of every different part. And Ken is actually going to put the fuel or the hose clamp on in a sane direction, as opposed to this other mechanic who must have been smelling too many paint fumes or maybe gasoline fumes. But he probably had a good reason for it. Maybe he was like, maybe he had the master cylinder out at the same time and he was just putting it together that way. All right. Got a nice little clip there. Make sure that this top one is all nice and tightened up as well. Come on. There we go. Oops. And then there was one more that needs to be tightened up over here that apparently was not tightened before. I wonder if that was my fault. Probably was, because I was the one. I was the one that took the engine out last, huh? Whoops! Don't drop your screwdriver. Hose clamps, hose clamps, hose clamps. Hose clamps, hose clamps. So many hose clamps. Alright, that one's secure, that one's secure, that one's secure. That's a little springy clip. We need to get our fuel filter little clampy thing back on here. Fuel filter, please. Just cooperate, just this one time. Alright. Let's get this sleeve up in this. I guess I'm just a little rusty, chat. Well, it is called the Rust Bucket Garage, isn't it? At least my neighbors aren't looking at me like I'm crazy here. Guy right next door has a 68 Mustang or something like that. I think it's got a 280 something engine. Occasionally I hear him wrenching on it. And then the other guy across the street has a really old, really good-looking GMC truck. He likes to drive around occasionally. It's usually getting a whole bunch of, front-end work or suspension work, though. All right, I think that's... All right, shall we cycle the fuel pump? Hang the upside-down hose and clamp on the wall, shame another trophy, boys. Leo says, I was going to ask what kind of pickup do the guy across the street have. It's a GMC, looks like a late 60s, early 70s long bed. Like a green and white thing. All right, we're going to cycle the fuel pump and see what happens. Whoops. Not that. Stop. Well, seems like there's nothing shooting out here yet. Oops, knocking over stuff. Nothing appears to be looking worse than it did before. So cool. Nice little fuel filter replaced. Before we wrap up work on this thing, I do want to. Scandal says looks tight. It is tight. I do want to at least fill it up a little bit with oil, just so I'm not running it too low here. I do need to legit do an oil change on this though, but I don't have that stuff today, so we're gonna at least put enough oil in it so that I don't have to worry about driving it around for another day or two. Let's see. Oh, let me grab a funnel. That's what we want. Let me think. What's the good stuff? What's the really good stuff? I think this is the good stuff. All right. Filling up some oil. We'll check the dipstick periodically just to make sure I'm at least getting it up to, low. Too many tools in my pockets. And then let's check oil right now. Yeah, there's basically nothing on there. That's not good. Ken, why did you do that? Always check your oil, chat. Don't be like me. All right, we'll start with that. It's going to take a little while for it to, I guess, move from the head down into the reservoir there, but Aether says nothing has a bad habit of ending with a bang. Yeah, I hope it's nothing. Yeah, let's verify just to make sure. I mean, it's not. It was left over from previous fuel, I believe. But I'll recheck it again tomorrow. Also, what is this weird plug? Weird. Stay in there. I don't need that. All right, maybe that's had some time to settle through. Yeah, there we go. We got a little bit more oil in there. Put another glug or 3 and call it good. And then I'll do an oil change probably the next stream. The red Subaru needs an oil change too, so I think we're just gonna do both of them at once. Oil can go back over here. This guy can go back on there. Hose scraps can go back in the hose bin. So many hoses. Looks like I got plenty more hose that I can use to replace the rest of that fuel line if I want. Do you guys remember if I did I do plugs? I don't think I did plugs when I was swapping the engine, or not swapping the engine, fixing the head gaskets. I don't think I did plugs. Because those are pretty dirty. Oh, maybe I did though. Leo says auto or manual, Ken. This is an auto. Or no, this is a manual, sorry. Yeah. I'm going to call that good. Clean it up just a little bit as I go here. Missed it again. All right, let's get this stuff cleaned up here. Cosmic says, I can't remember if you did too many Subarus on Twitch. I think I did. I think they came with a little protective sheath, or a little plastic protective sheath, kind of like this stuff on them. So that's why I was curious, because I didn't remember putting those on. Neat. All right. Well, let's put this away. Oh. I'm so happy about that. Loud noises, sorry. All right, let's put everything else away. It's good to be back. Not sure what the plug is. Might be for a wiring harness in the right-hand drive versions. Ooh. It's a wiring harness that goes to the fire on passenger side. The wiper motor is over there. So it might be a right-hand drive wiper motor. And yeah, I think that might be what it is. Speaking of wipers, we gotta fix the wipers on the red Subaru too. They're all out of whack. Rags. Everything smells like gasoline. It's kind of weird. Screwdriver, oil can go. I'll put that away right now. Lubrication. Oh yeah. All right. Where did I put the old oil filter though? Oh, I left it outside. I will clean that up in just a bit here. All right, I think it's beer time. Ntox says, "What's the countdown for?" Nobody's figured it out yet. Once you guys figure it out, we're gonna have a whole lot of fun. There's a specific event that it's counting down towards. Cosmic says, "End of the world." Art of WAC says, "Countdown to his next stream." Oh, too real. Chat room. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Cheers. Don't forget to pour some out for the homies. Rest in peace, Paul Walker, but not too much. Greg says, "Ken goes to a furry convention." And Doug says, "My wedding day." Jimmy says, "Phil's birthday, man." Guys, thank you so much for hanging out today. I don't have the dueling banjos going just right now, but we'll get those added in back at some point here. I don't know if you guys can see that on the sub cam or the tiny cam there, but it went in. It was good. We did a whole bunch of stuff today. Ken has kind of started streaming again, so I'm stoked about that. Oh shit. Oh, light died. But yeah, it's we had a whole bunch of fun working on the Green Subaru today. You guys get to see the new garage. We're gonna still be working on a whole bunch. I'm gonna try start streaming in the evenings a little bit more, just because I work from home now and Saturdays aren't working as well for me anymore. So, light died at the end of the stream. This thing has like a little battery indicator on it. So I must just not have been paying attention to that. Leo says, well, it's not Burning Man. You see, I'm sure that all of you guys have heard of this event. If you're a car person, I'll give you a hint. Another car show has done this event before, and there's a very large car show has done this event before. So I'm stoked about that. Hopefully we'll have Dave in this weekend to work on the new project car, which is going to be fun. You guys are going to see it and just think it's the stupidest thing in the world. But yeah, we did a whole bunch of stuff in the Subaru today. We didn't do the oil, unfortunately. We replaced a little trim thing. We took apart the idle air control valve thingamabob, so maybe that'll fix it. Went ahead and replaced the fuel filter and some of the janky ass fuel lines while we were at it, and I think it went relatively well. Car's doing all right. It's pretty wimpy. Not a whole lot of power. I think it's a combination of it being a smaller engine, and then also the gears are a lot higher or a lot lower ratio than the red Subaru that I have. So I think that off in the future I'd like to do a turbo swap, and then I would love to do a 6-speed on this thing. I think it'd be so cool. But yeah, hopefully you guys are. Scandal says maybe a future turbo rebuild stream. Yeah, we'll rebuild the turbo on this. It'll be real cool. It'll be a really short stream where we rebuild the turbo on this one, but won't be that bad. I don't know if you guys have seen this. We got a brand new logo. Ross Bucket Garage. Jimmy says New York Botanical Gardens Holiday Train Show. Ooh. I don't know what car show goes to that. But yeah, we got a new logo, and I'm gonna start throwing that up everywhere. Yeah, looking forward to streaming a lot more. Guys, thank you so much for sticking through me, or sticking with me through the hiatus here. It really means a lot to me that you guys decided to stick around, even when you had no idea where I was or what I was doing and that kind of stuff. So it means a lot to me. I was planning on doing the stream and having it just be like, oh yeah, here's Ken and 2 viewers are like, what the hell are you doing? You friggin' weirdo. So it warms my heart to no end that you guys are still hanging around all the time. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for that stuff. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys? Scandal says nice logo. Thanks, man. Greg, you're watching. Yeah, Greg's. I always see Greg watching my stuff on Instagram. So if you guys, I need to put like a Discord, a Twitch chat alert to follow my Instagram, because that's where I post most of my social stuff now, and you get to see me like making. I'm gonna start making like a ton of like storage boxes and like getting like a fancy storage situation set up in here. Probably you'll see a whole bunch of demolition work that I can't really do while I'm streaming because we have to turn power off and on in order to rerun lights and stuff. But yeah, I think it's gonna be, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Original Search Engine. It's all lowercase, all one word, Original Search Engine. And so I usually post like stories on there, which are like the disappearing after 24 hours, but it's usually pretty good. Sweet. You guys are awesome. I love you all. Leo did a double take when he saw the email, and you're like, no way. I should send you guys over to somebody. A load of other channels have been showing me love tonight. So let's do a raid thing. I don't know how to do the raid thing, so we're going to figure it out now. Who should we raid? Is there any other automotive people on right now? Channels. Who do I follow? Man, I don't think there's anybody on. Any of you guys like any other makers or something going on that you guys know of? I don't want to just send you to Bob Ross. Who was this guy? And we already clicked the button at the top. Thank you thank you for helping old man Ken figure out Twitch, Lero. I appreciate it. Man, I don't know. Where's makers and crafting and maker? What is craft? What's the stupid name for it? Categories? Live channels? Point and click. I'm looking at like the... Man, I'm not very good at this. Aether says I have to hit the hay. No worries, bud. I should find somebody doing like... somebody's playing My Summer Car. Aether, if you have a great night, bud. Did you guys ever... Yeah, they got rid of IRL and creative. That was news to me. That's how long it's been since I did this. Let's do... Have you guys ever seen My Summer Car? This shit is great. I love My Summer Car. I have no idea who this person is. Let me make sure my desktop audio is muted, though. Let's make sure it's... Oh, wait. I don't have speakers hooked up to this, so... All right, let's do it. Okay, I can do this. I can figure this out. All right, Raid. Nope, come on. Raid Truck 2003. All right, cool. In the meantime, I will see all of you guys later. You are all extremely wonderful, seriously. I love you all. I'll let you know when the next stream is. You guys have a great night.